I've got two more Tarte holiday sets to share with you guys today, and these two I purchased from Ulta. I just got them yesterday. I did use the eyeshadow palette set, the larger one, on my face today, which there will be a demo towards the end of the video if you're interested in seeing like how these performed and stuff. And that one is the Greatest Glitz set, which I'll get into that one in a minute. But this other one is called the At First Blush Deluxe Amazonian Clay Blush Set, and it's a set of 4 minis, and then 2 of them have got kind of a pretty design on the cover. Each one is 0.05 ounces, and then it says there's Ecstatic, which is a nude melon, Epic, which is a poppy pink, Embellish, which is a plum rose, and Entertain, which is a rosy pink. So this first one is in the shade Entertain, and that is what Entertain looks like. And then this next one is called Embellish. That is what Embellish looks like. And then you've got Epic. Whoop. And then the last one, which also has got a pretty little cover on it. This one's called Ecstatic. Ooh. So those are the 4 blush shades. And then this next set is called the Greatest Glitz set, and this was $49. So it's the Sephora version is $59, I believe. And inside of this, you have got 24 eyeshadows that are 0.024 ounces a piece. And then you have got 3 blushes, which are 0.155 ounces a piece, a deluxe size mascara, and then you also get a deluxe size Lip Surgeon's lip cream. Here's the box packaging that the Ulta set came in. It's a good size box, and then there is a little drawer that has the deluxe size mascara and the little Lip Surgeons in here. Personally, I think this is a major waste of space to have this little drawer with just this inside of here. And then you've got your sequin top. And this one does have a pretty good size mirror inside of it. And then inside there are 3 cardboard removable palettes, so they pop out like this. But I did use this rose gold one on my face today. I used the blush that's in here, and I also used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the eyeshadows that are in here to do the look that's on my eyes. And these performed just like the Sephora version did for me. Something that I did notice that I think a lot of people did is the Tarte shadows this year in their sets are a lot smaller than previous ones. So I do, although that kind of looks like you're getting a ton compared to older versions, the shadow size is a lot smaller. The older shadows were 0.07 ounces a piece, so that's like 3 times the amount of eyeshadow. These shadows perform much like the shadows that were in the Sephora holiday set. And you'll also notice, because I'm going to hold them up next to each other, there's a lot of similar color stuff going on. In both the Sephora one and this one, I don't feel like there's anything new in terms of color from Tarte. Like, I'm starting to feel like all my Tarte eyeshadow palettes are looking the same. One thing that I do like about this packaging is that these palettes are removable from this. It's not fixed inside of here. And each one kind of has a nice little look to it. There's 8 eyeshadows and a blush. So, and the packaging is quite sleek as well once you pull them out. This is the one that I have on. These don't have names, so I'm just going to call them by color. So this is the rose gold one. Right here, pretty sleek packaging, and then inside there is no mirror in the individual palettes, but you've got 8 eyeshadows, and in here the only mattes are Rose, Such a Clatter, and Evening Affair, the 2 on the bottom. And up here you've got Joy to the Pearl, Blush Stilettos, Glitzy Blitzen, Sparkling Punch, Waltz of Flowers, Rose Golden Rings, Rose, Such a Clatter, Evening Affair, and then the blush is called Impress. So let's give you some swatches. And this is the palette I used, and I really did like how the look came out of it. Very neutral, however. And then we'll do these next guys. And then the blush. And then here is the next palette. It is in silver. This one has got Cheers, which is a matte, Jingle All the Gray, which is a matte, Smoke and Mirrors, which is a matte, and Black Tide Beauty. This one is Slate Bells Ring, Platinum Bling, Mint Sprig, and Bedazzled Spruce. And then down here you've got a blush in the shade Bubbly. So we'll swatch this one. This one almost, this Jingle All the Gray almost has a satin feel to it. And then these next ones. And then the blush. And then the last palette is in gold packaging. And then here are your shades. You have got Toasted Marshmallow, which is a matte, Cookie Swap, which is a matte, Vixen Twinkle Lights, Chestnuts Roasting, which is a matte, Violet It Go, which is a matte, Spiked Cider, and then Dipped in Chocolate, which is a matte. And then the blush is called Warm Hearted, and it looks like a satin matte. Swatch these. And then the next four. And then the blush. And then it does come with the deluxe size Tarte Camera Lashes Mascara and a Tarte Lip Surgeon's Lip Cream in the shade Flashy, which I'll go ahead and swatch that. Right there. Appears to be like a glossy one. And these do have that pepperminty smell. Trying to fit these in frame here. Here's a shot of the Sephora one right here, and then the Ulta version on this side. So you can see, hopefully you can see the colors. I don't know, there's a lot of colors that resemble each other. And here's a shot of the little removable palette that's in the Sephora one next to the Ulta palette. But I am happy that the Ulta version, the palettes remove and they also have a cover, and they're pretty nice and sleek, so if I want to pull the items out of there, I don't have to keep this big box around. And the Sephora version, that nice palette is fixed inside of that packaging, which really, I just don't like that. So I guess if I was to choose, I mean, the colors between the two are, I mean, there's a lot of, I think you're going to get the same looks between the two palettes. So I guess I'm kind of leaning more towards the Ulta version. I was thinking about picking up the third Tarte set, but I know that those ones, it comes with like an individual palette and you pull the little pieces out to put in there. So each one of those isn't going to be removable in itself. Like they don't have their own cover. So I think I'm going to pass on that. But all in all, it's a neutral palette. If you have a ton of Tarte shadows, you're going to find a lot of repetition. However, I did use mattes from the crease up in this palette and they blended very well for me. I feel like the mattes in both of these palettes, the holiday ones, blended better for me than some of the mattes that are in like the Tarte Tartelette palette and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. Now if you're interested in seeing these products in action, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. From the Rose Gold palette, I'm going to dip into the shade Impress on a Goss number 14 brush and put this on my cheeks. I already went ahead and primed my lids from the lash line to up underneath the brow with the NYX eyeshadow bases in number 1 and number 3, and I mix them together. Still using the rose gold palette, I'm going to go into Rose Golden Rings, which is this shade right here, on a Goss number 18 brush. It's a flat shader. I'm going to pack this on the center of the lid. Using the same brush, I'm going to dip into Joy to the Pearl on the side of that brush, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner and fade it into that rose gold color. Using a Chikuhodo GSN 9 brush, I'm going to go into Evening Affair, which is one of the matte shades. And I'm going to put this in the outer corner through the crease and bring it up. Taking a Hakuhodo J5523 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Rose Such a Clatter, which is also a matte color. I'm going to start blending out that crease. Before I further blend that out, I'm going to take a Goss number 3 brush and go into the shade Blush Stilettos, and I'm going to put that underneath my brow bone. I just got up a little bit closer to the mirror, and I do have a little bit of fallout through here. It's not terrible though. And then on a Hakuhodo J5533 brush, I'm going to go back into that shade Rose Such a Clatter and further blend out that crease. So there's the shadow done. Everything went pretty smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. I'm going to line my lips with the NARS Velvet Lip Liner in the shade El Agua. And then fill them in with the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lipstick in the shade Fly High. So here's the overall finished look using the Tarte Greatest Glitz set for Holiday 2015. This is from Ulta. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!